next we'll come to the branches of organic chemistry. Got it? What are the different branches? Means we'll see the classification of the organic compounds. We can say that. Okay. So basically, organic chemistry is divided into, first one, that is open chain compounds, and the second one is closed chain compounds. Okay, so it is also called as cyclic compound. This is known as cyclic. Alright, and open chain compounds is also known as aliphatic. Aliphatic means open chain, we can say that. This is also known as aliphatic. Alright, now open chain compounds can be further subdivided into saturated compounds and unsaturated compounds. Just now I was saying you, saturated compounds is divided into alkanes and unsaturated compounds again is divided into two, that is alkenes and alkynes. Alright, now already just now I said you, alkanes means carbon-carbon single bond. This is also known as, alkenes are otherwise also known as paraffins, whereas alkenes are known as olefins. I'll tell you the reason why it is. And alkynes are known as acetylene. Now listen very carefully, very interesting now. Paraffins, it is made up of two words, para and fins. Para means little or less. Fins means affinity or reactivity, we can say that. So hence it is known as paraffins. That means these compounds are less reactive in nature. Again I repeat, para and fins. Para means little or less and fins means affinity or reactivity. So these compounds are less reactive in nature. Why? Because what I said, saturated already it is satisfied. It has got carbon-carbon single bond. Got it? If you need to break the carbon-carbon bond, a large amount of energy is required to break the bond. Alright, for that reason you will study, when you will study alkenes, I will say you at that particular time, it undergoes substitution reaction. You have studied in the lower classes, in class 10, you have studied it, that alkenes like methane, ethane, propane, butane, they undergo substitution reaction. For that reason it undergoes substitution. Means you cannot add, you can substitute. Means suppose if you remove hydrogen and in place of that you bring chlorine. Alright, like this reaction you studied in class 10. Halogenation, CH4 plus Cl2 in presence of that is UV light. This H nu means UV light. So what you studied? CH3 Cl plus HCl, that is halogenation reaction or chlorination you studied. So what I did here, you see, this is methane. Methane, alkanes. N, the name ends in N means it is alkane. Got it? Paraffins, this one is methane. So what I find here? That I have removed one hydrogen and in place of that I have added chlorine. So what is that? Substitution. This is called a substitution reaction. Because I cannot increase the number of what you can say bonds. Carbon will have maximum 4 bonds. Because by the having 4 bonds it is satisfied, it is getting stable. The outermost shell is having 8 electrons. It is octet structure. Hence it gets stable, hence it becomes stable. So you cannot have 5 bonds. Tomorrow you will say, sir, I will have 5 bonds. How it is possible? More than 8 electrons it is not possible in the outermost shell. Neither you can have 3 bonds, because it will have 6 electrons in the outermost shell. 3 bonds means 6 electrons. 5 bonds means 10 electrons, 4 bonds means 8 electrons, and 8 means it is stable, octet, it is a stable structure. Alright, outermost shell is stable, so compound is stable. Got it now? Are you following? So this is known as substitution reaction. You can see here very clearly, I have removed hydrogen and in place of that I have brought chlorine. And that hydrogen which I have removed from here, it combines with another chlorine to form HCl. This is called substitution. Substitute. I am removing hydrogen in place of that I am putting chlorine. So hence, why alkanes undergo substitution? I said you, because it is saturated. Already it is satisfied. If you see the structure here, carbon atom, see here, 4 bonds, 4 hydrogen, it already satisfied. You can say hydrogen is satisfied, carbon is also satisfied. Alright, so hence it is alkenes. Alright, so all the alkenes are called as paraffins. And for that reason it is less reactive, because it is already satisfied, already it is stable, already it is saturated. If you want that it should react, then it will react under certain conditions. Like here it requires, what is that? UV light or diffuse sunlight, it reacts. It requires, and hence it undergoes substitution reaction, not any other reactions it will undergo. Got it now? I think it's clear. More of it, as I said you, that all this is a chapter. Alkane, you will be studying a chapter. Don't think I am ending alkane here. You will be studying alkanes as a chapter in class 11. Alkenes as another chapter. Alkanes as another chapter. You will be studying one chapter. Alright, at that time you will know more in details about it. It's not one reaction. You will see so many reactions are there. Alright, so just we have started. Remember it, more than 5 lakhs of organic compounds are there. So how it can be a small one? It's a huge branch of chemistry. Now alkenes are known as olefins. Olefins means what? Oily compounds. Oily, these compounds are. So alkenes means it has got carbon-carbon double bond. Already I said it, just not to you. Alkenes means it has got carbon-carbon single bond. So it has got carbon-carbon double bond, as you can see. Alkenes has. Clear? So as it has got double bond, so hence it will undergo what sort of reaction? That is addition reaction. For that reason it's called unsaturated. Means it is not satisfied. Yes, because double bond can be still broken. Alright. Without the changing the structure, I can still break it this one. And I can bring it where? I can bring it one bond here, and I can bring it one pair of electron here and here, because the carbon atom, it will share with one atom. Got it? Another atom, maybe hydrogen or maybe chlorine or any other atom. Here also same thing. This carbon will share with any other atom. Got it? And it will form what you can say, that is saturated compound. So unsaturated compounds undergoes addition reaction to become saturated. Now look here at the board. See here, CH2 double bond CH2. Got it? Count it and see. CH2. Carbon is having how many bonds? 2 bonds here and 2 hydrogen. So 4. Here it is 2 bonds and 2 hydrogen. 4. So it will combine with hydrogen. You have studied this reaction also in presence of nickel and 525 Kelvin, let us say. What will happen? You see, this bond will break up, and what you will get? CH3 single bond CH3. Now if I draw the structure and show it to you, it will be in this way. See here. See here. See. CH2. See here. Carbon is satisfied. Double bond. Now what it forms? CH3 single bond CH3. I will draw the structure and show it to you. See here. What happens? You are having already this. You are having, isn't it? You are having here. See here. Already this. Now this one. See. What will happen? This bond I will remove and I will bring it here and here. You will say one bond breaks up to 2 bonds. No. Actually, what happens is that here this carbon is having 1 electron. This electron comes here. This carbon has got 1 electron. This electron comes here, and this electron it gets from one another hydrogen. Let us say here. And this electron it comes from another hydrogen. Understood? Apply the common sense. Don't think that 2 breaks up to give 1 breaks up to give 2. Never. Here 1 electron, here 1 electron. This electron comes here, and this electron comes here. Alright? And 1 electron it gets from one hydrogen atom. That's it. In this way. Suppose instead of chlorine, it will get from chlorine. Suppose bromine, so bromine. In this way it gets it. And it forms what? It forms unsaturated to saturated. How it forms unsaturated, saturated? Addition. What I did it here? Just simply have added it. Simply have added it. Just like maths. 2 plus 3, 5. That's it. Alright, but in chemistry the addition is different from that of maths. Alright, but again same thing. Counting only we are doing it. We are counting. See here. Carbon is having 4. Here 1, 2, 3, 4 bonds. Here also this carbon 1, 2, 3, 4 bonds. Because this is science. Alright. It's not a story that you have to believe upon. You need to understand. So here you can see it undergoes addition reactions. Understood? Now following that, why it is called unsaturated? Because it can still combine further. Double bond we can still break it further and we can make it into a single bond. We can say just this is one example. I said you will be studying a chapter. At that time you will know much more in details. Alright. Now next is alkynes, same thing, acetylene. Why do we call it as acetylene? Because the first compound, that is your HC triple bond CH, which the molecular formula you studied in lower classes is C2H2. This name is acetylene. The name of this compound is acetylene. So from the first member of this series, from the alkyne series, it has got its name. Alright, why do we call acetylene? Because the first member of this alkyne series is called as acetylene. For that purpose it has got the name. Now don't ask me who has given, why it is given. No, there is nothing such. We are knowing it, that's all. Alright, who has given, why it is given? No, naming is being given, but the scientists they have given it. They have thought something and they have given it. Alright, we don't have to study about why it is being given, who has given. Why means you are going to history. We are not history, it is chemistry. Alright, yes. So hence, for that particular purpose, the name from where it has come? I told you also, the name from where it has come? From the name of the first compound. HC triple bond CH, whose molecular formula is C2H2. Alright? The name of this compound is called as what? Acetylene. Or IUPAC name is ethine, 2 carbon eth, triple bond ine, so ethine in this way. So this is open chain compounds which is divided into saturated and unsaturated. Saturated we are having alkanes which is called as paraffins. Unsaturated we are having alkenes and alkynes. Alkenes are called as olefins known as oily compounds. Alkynes are called as acetylene because the first member of the series is called as acetylene. Alright, and it undergoes which sort of reaction? Addition reaction. Why? Because it is unsaturated. This undergoes what sort of reaction? Substitution reaction. Why? Because it is already saturated. It is satisfied. Alright, clear?